Okay, so you're here with us again, which means you're ready to really get into some new ideas.
And you want to do it quickly.
Exactly. Like no fluff, just straight to the good stuff, no wasting time. So today we are going deep on,
Reprogramming your mind.
yeah, reprogramming your mind for success and achieving goals. We found some really interesting stuff on this.
Yeah, we have like a whole stack of research here. It's all about what's going on inside your head.
Totally. It's
And
like inner world shaping your outer world.
yeah, exactly. And the big idea that we keep seeing over and over again is this idea.
Your mind, it's like this powerful machine, right?
Yes, but it's running on these unconscious
Right.
programs.
It's like the software that's just operating in the background.
And these programs, they can be really, really helpful.
Or they can be like major roadblocks.
Totally. And that's what we're going to unpack today.
Exactly. Because the thing is, if you've ever felt stuck or, just plagued by self-doubt,
Yeah, like you can't get out of your own way.
totally. It's not like you're, destined to be that way forever.
This mental software, it can be rewritten.
So the question is, and this is for you listening, like how can you reprogram your mental software?
To get rid of those barriers and start moving forward.
Yeah, with more confidence, more clarity.
Right. So let's break this down. Let's start with the basics. The idea of mental programming.
Okay, so mental programming, what do we mean by that?
Basically, our brains, they run on these patterns.
Like habits.
Yeah, kind of. But they're often subconscious. We don't even realize they're there.
Okay, and these patterns, these unconscious programs are what lead to...
Limiting beliefs.
Okay, so that's where this comes in. The limiting beliefs.
Right. These are the thoughts, the assumptions that hold us back. They're like default settings in our minds.
And they affect how we see the world, how we see ourselves.
And what we think is possible for us.
And the thing is, these limiting beliefs, they often get installed without us even knowing.
It's like they sneak in when we're not looking.
From our upbringing, from what
Oh.
society tells us.
Or from negative experiences we've had in the past.
All right, so you're talking about beliefs like, I'm not intelligent enough to succeed.
Yes, exactly. Or I'm just unlucky.
Things never work out for me.
Yes, or if I fail, it means I'm not good enough.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah, these are really common limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
And they can be so damaging.
Because it's not just like having a bad thought, right? There's this whole chain reaction.
Yeah, your thoughts, they influence your emotions.
Like drive your actions.
Or your inaction.
And ultimately, that's what shapes the results you see in your life.
Exactly. It's this loop. Thoughts, emotions, actions, results. And if your programming is negative...
It keeps feeding that cycle.
Right. Like if you keep telling yourself you're not capable...
You're going to feel inadequate.
Which might lead to you not taking action.
And then that lack of action reinforces the belief that you weren't capable in the first place.
Exactly. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
But the good news is...
The good news is we can change it.
This mental programming is not set in stone.
It's like software. We can rewrite the code.
So how do we actually do that? How do we reprogram our minds?
Well, the first step is awareness. You have to know what those negative beliefs are.
Right. You can't fix when you don't acknowledge.
Exactly. And we found this really cool exercise.
Oh, yeah, this 3-step exercise. This is really practical.
Yeah, so first, you become a detective of your own thoughts.
Like, pay attention to that inner voice.
Yeah, and write down the phrases that keep popping up. The negative ones.
Like, I can't do that, or I'm going to mess this up.
Yeah, things like that. Then step 2 is figuring out where those phrases came from.
So, like, did your parents say something to you? Was it an experience at school?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Understanding the origin can help you take away its power.
That makes sense. And then the third step is the replacement.
Yeah, you swap out the negative phrase for a positive affirmation.
Like, if you catch yourself thinking, I'm not cut out for this.
You replace it with something like, I'm capable of learning and growing every day.
I love that. It's like consciously creating a new, more supportive script for yourself.
And to help you really get this into your life.
We have a little challenge for you.
Yes. For the next 7 days, try to be super aware of your thoughts.
And every time you notice a negative one,
Actively reframe it into a positive one.
it might feel weird at first, but
It gets easier with practice.
totally. So we've started to clear out the mental clutter. Now we want to start,
Planting seeds for success.
actively programming our minds in a more positive way.
And there are some really cool techniques for doing that.
Yeah, this research highlights some really powerful tools.
The first one is visualization.
Okay, visualization. What's that all about?
It's about using the power of your imagination.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Our brains, they don't always know the difference between something we vividly imagine
and something that's actually happening.
Right. So the idea is to spend like 5 minutes every morning.
Just picturing yourself succeeding.
And not just like vaguely succeeding, but like really seeing it in detail.
So like imagine yourself living your dream life.
What does it feel like? What do you see around you? Who are you with?
The more detail you can bring to it,
The more real it will feel to your subconscious.
and that can be so motivating.
It helps you believe that it's actually possible.
So we've got visualization. What else?
Positive affirmations.
Yeah, we touched on those earlier.
But this is about being more proactive.
It's not just about countering the negative thoughts,
It's about declaring what you want to be true for yourself.
like I deserve success.
Yeah, or I have confidence in myself and my abilities.
The key here is repetition, even if you don't believe it at first.
Keep saying it. Keep feeding your mind with that message.
And eventually it will start to sink in.
Okay, so we've got visualization, we've got positive affirmations. There's one more technique I want to share.
Lay it on me.
It's called reprogramming the unconscious with autosuggestion.
Okay, that sounds intense.
It's actually pretty simple. You listen to audio recordings of positive suggestions.
Like guided meditations.
Yeah, kind of. But you do it right before you fall asleep,
Why before sleep?
because that's when your subconscious mind is most receptive.
Interesting. So you're bypassing your conscious mind.
And feeding those positive messages directly to your subconscious.
So it's like working on your mindset while you sleep.
Exactly. It's a really powerful technique.
So we're tackling this from all angles. We're challenging negative thoughts, visualizing our goals.
Affirming our capabilities and even working with our subconscious.
But mindset is only part of the equation, right?
Absolutely. We can't forget about action.
You can have the most positive mindset in the world.
But if you don't take any steps forward,
Nothing's going to change.
it's like having a car with a full tank of gas, but never putting it in drive.
So true. So how do we bridge that gap? How do we move from mindset to action?
Well, a lot of people get stuck because they're waiting for the perfect moment.
Yeah, like waiting for all the fear to disappear before they do anything.
But the people who actually achieve their goals, they don't wait for perfection.
They take action despite their fears.
And they often feel the fear as they go.
It's about progress over perfection.
Exactly. And one way to make taking action easier is to set micro goals.
Micro goals, what are those?
They're small, manageable steps that you can take every day.
So instead of trying to climb a mountain all at once,
You focus on taking one step at a time.
I like that. It feels a lot less overwhelming.
The research also emphasizes the importance of your environment.
So like who you surround yourself with.
Yeah. The people you spend time with, they can have a huge impact on your mindset.
Totally. So make sure you're surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people.
People who uplift you and encourage you.
And another important point that came up was the way we view failure.
Instead of seeing it as a setback or a sign that you're not good enough.
Try to see it as a learning opportunity.
A chance to adjust your course and try again.
It's all about that growth mindset.
Exactly. Failure is just feedback.
So to sum up this action piece,
The challenge for you listening is this.
what's one small action you can take today?
That will move you closer to your goal.
Doesn't have to be huge, just one little step.
Okay, so let's recap everything we've talked about today. You've learned about the power of mental programming.
You've got the tools to identify and challenge your limiting beliefs.
You know how to actively shape your mind for success.
Using visualization, positive affirmations, and even autosuggestion.
And you understand the importance of taking consistent action.
You have everything you need to start reprogramming your mind and unlocking your full potential.
Let's just do a quick rundown of those key techniques.
Okay, so number one, become aware of and dismantle those limiting beliefs.
Number 2, use visualization and positive affirmations to create a powerful vision of your success.
Number 3, reprogram your unconscious mind with autosuggestion,
And number 4, take action every single day.
even if it's just one small step.
So here's our final challenge for you.
For the next 7 days, pick one of these techniques.
I really commit to it.
See what happens. See how it affects your thoughts, your emotions, your actions.
And remember, this is just a starting point. If this whole idea of mindset and personal growth,
Really resonates with you.
keep exploring, keep digging deeper.
There's a whole world of resources out there, books, courses, communities,
Your mind is an incredibly powerful tool.
and you have the ability to shape it to create the life you want.
So go out there and start reprogramming.
And we'll be here to support you every step of the way.
We'll see you in the next deep dive.